Day 6 it rained all day, but I had to move because I'd reached my maximum number of nights at that campsite, so I moved to the Hina Reserve. The next day the weather cleared up, so I was back on the road again. I was driving south. I stopped off and had a look at Matai and Horseshoe Falls, looked at the Matai rail trail, continued on to just short of Papatowai and did the Old Coach Trail, and then into the town and went to the Lost Gypsy Curios to have a look around at the quirky little place and bought lunch there as well. That's very nice. My lovely little campground. I am the last person to camp there because this morning they put this up. No more camping here. That's a shame. Look at this beautiful site. This is the Hina Reserve at the Owaka Yacht Club. And wow, this is beautiful. So it's part of the yacht club over there. So this is high tide. The water will go out. Across there is that bush and estuary walk that I did a few days ago now. Just saw some people walking there. And this is the other side. It's Owaka Yacht Club. So it is freedom camping for 3 nights with a gold coin donation, which I'll need to go and get. The yacht club's got a fair bit of character. So it's a Catlins boating club. It's pretty comfy, all the couches and chairs and everything. Heaviest fish court. Had some company last night. Big selection of campervans. Pretty cool. Wow, what a beautiful day. It's blue sky. So I'm just leaving the Hina Reserve. As you saw, I had a bit of company. Everyone was really quiet. A lot of them came in quite late last night. So today I'm going to make the most of the weather. I'm going to do a few day walks and then drive back to the town of Okawa because the rugby's on tonight. So I want to watch that. Some of the road hazards, you've got to watch for the sheep crossing. There's a few sheep along here that have got out of the paddocks. Hey, back on a sealed road. Oh, it's a windy road. Okay, so going to Papatowai. On the way is McLean's Falls and I think Horseshoe Falls as well. So yeah, those are definite side trips I want to do, and then head back out to the coast. There's apparently a few sort of estuary walks, wetland walks, so that should be good. Interesting, the fields up there are pretty rocky, nice and green with all the. It's been a very wet spring, so it's a dry winter, but now beautiful and green. Alright, so this is 2 falls. So I've got Matai Falls and Horseshoe Falls, and then there's a historic rail trail. Alright, hey. Oh, nice to stretch the legs out with the horrible weather. I've just been in my van relaxing and reading, watching movies. But yeah, nice to have a beautiful day and get back out and about looking at things. That's the great thing about living in the camper van and not being on a schedule. If it's crappy weather, I'm not forced to try and still be seeing all the sights and cram everything in a limited time. I can just decide, nope, today I don't want to do anything, and just have a lazy day, especially when you're staying in places which are free, which is pretty cool. This is a lovely walk. There's birds flitting all around the sides. Let's listen to all the bird noises. Alright, I'm going to head up and see Horseshoe Falls. Oh, stairs. I think that's the top view of Matai Falls, so I'll see it better when I go down below. I'll continue upstream to Horseshoe Falls. Oh wow, that's pretty. That is pretty. Horseshoe Falls. Woohoo! It looks like the falls are in two parts. So there's the upper part, and there's the main falls. That's beautiful. There's a beautiful pool at the bottom. There we go. Nice pool at the bottom. Then continuing downstream. So that was Horseshoe Falls, and now I'm back down the bottom. Now Matai Falls. And here it is. Oh wow. Look at that. Woohoo! That is gorgeous. Nice to have the water back to white and not the brown like those last falls. There we go. Continuing on down. Love seeing where it bounces off the rocks as it's coming down. Down. Getting back, I didn't see any signs for the rail trail. I had a look past both falls and there was no tracks. Yeah, not sure where it is. It's a wild dog. Hello. A dog all by itself. Here's the sign. Missed it coming down. 2 minutes to railway and then an hour for the whole trail. Alright, go and have a look. Information. Ooh, Campervan Railway. So 1912. Sounds Scottish. Alright, that's where I am. Looking down. That's how good the bush regenerates. Okay. That is the old railway. See it that way? What do we got? Alright, so building the Catlins River Branch railway line between Balclutha and Tahakopa was started in 1879, completed in 1915, closed in 1971. Alright, so this is when Catlins was a busy place with trade, mainly timber. Was sort of the biggest thing, but also a bit of farming as well. Okay, so because I want to do the whole thing, I'm going to head to the end and then head to the top end and then come back. Oh, the amount of work to cut through all this rock. I mean, even getting through the bush is hard. Let's see what this is. blasting marks. Wow. They built them tough back then, the people. So hand shovels were used to load the dobbin, horse-drawn cart, as a gang of workers was paid according to the type and amount of rock spoil or soil removed from the cuttings and placed elsewhere. Slackers were not wanted. Oh wow. So this is back when they were still getting through it. Wow. That's a huge amount of rock to move. And there is the trail end. It's a bit swampy, so I'm not going all the way up to the sign. What's it say? Please do not go on. Okay. Those guys working on the railways probably thought this was going to be a really important rail line. Last for years. Unfortunately, economics change. Here's another sign. Fossil seashells. So there is a fossil, and there it is. It was a bivalve. Alright, cool. Alright, back to the signpost, now the other way. It's climbed a bit of a hill, now it's flattened out a bit. No information panels this way yet, but it's still a nice walk. It's a stream trickling along beside. Nice bush. This is all secondary bush. It's been felled and then regenerated. There's another big cutting through the rocks here. Here's some ruins. So dog spikes. They hold the rails in place. So these obviously, as they did the excavations, found these. Another information board. I love how they've reused the old sleepers as the signposts. That's pretty cool. Alright, what is it? The forest is returning. Oh, cool. So here's some bird pictures. So the riflemen, these are teeny little things. They're so cute. Fantail, they give the appearance of the friendliest because they'll follow closely around you, waiting for you to kick up the soil so they can get to the things underneath. The tui, saw that the other day. Tomtit, they can look like just little black puffballs. They're also really tiny. The keridu, the wood pigeon, it's got the singlet on it. They are noisy when they fly. Their wings make a huge noise. The tui's wings also make a noise, but not quite as bad. So if you're off for a tramp or a hike, you'll often get a fright as the keridu take off. And then the rido, grey warbler, brown creeper, bippy bippy, and the beautiful bellbird, korimako. That makes just the most amazing sounds in the bush. They're gorgeous. And then, alright, so we've got some trees going around. Okay, and then the old photo shows gangs of men digging the railway line near here. They cleared the original old forest growth and then removed stumps, soil and rock by hand. Now the forest has started the slow regrowth process with lighter coloured first stage pioneer species. Environmentalists, that's a nightmare to look at that photo, but it was progress and that was what they did in those days. Good thing is that it's regenerating now. And so much so when they did that sign, I'll go back, you can only just make out the rocks up on the skyline there because the trees have grown up so much, which is great. This is the fuchsia, and you see these beautiful flowers scattered on the forest floor. You don't get a lot of coloured flowers in the bush, so you know, these are beautiful to actually see. So here's when they're not very ripe, and then there's a beautiful example. Here's one of the fuchsia flowers. Get a bit better view of it. Quite beautiful. Alright, this is the end of the trail. It's a nice little information board. And there's the end of the trail. Oh, so that's an electric fence. See the insulator. Don't touch. So there's a little pond down there, and those are paradise ducks in there. Male and female, mate for life. Noisiest of ducks. Track's been in good condition. It's just this one little muddy part, just to try and get through. And yeah, other than that, considering how much rain we've had, it's in brilliant condition. Just had a tui fly right across in front of me. It's in the trees there. And back to the junction again. So now I'm going to head up. And they're asking for a donation, but fortunately don't carry cash. That's the issue nowadays. A lot of these places that used to get a lot of donations because people would see it and put their money in, but very few of us carry cash anymore. And if it was closer to the car park, then it would probably get more money, but it'd be more at risk of being broken into. So that's probably why it's all the way down there. And back up to the main track. Right. Now uphill to the car park. It's a really neat walk. Look how the vine is all twisted up. Wow. Oh, steep hill now. Not very long though. Now I am heading into the next big settlement near the beach. I think there's a walk somewhere along the way, so just keeping my eyes out for signposts. Little town of McLennan. Not sure it even has any shops in it. Just a couple of houses. This is the McLennan River. Old Coach Road, 40 minutes return. Alright, let's have a look. So these are whitebaiters. I've talked before, whitebait's a very small native fish. It's a delicacy. It's caught by nets in the rivers. The whitebait migrate to the sea. One of the rules about whitebaiting is the nets must be attended. You cannot leave a net in the water without someone being there. And into the bush now. Nice. Old Possumers track, route standard only. So that means it's going to be pretty rough. So I'm going to do Old Coach Road first. Let's see how my energy is, whether I do Old Possumers track as well. This track is a little wetter than the others have been. Thankfully it's not turned to mud because it's got a gravel base on the track, but still need to tiptoe around some of the deeper spots. Look at that, it's beautiful. Looks like it's wearing a skirt. It's almost like a tunnel with how much these trees are going over the track. Starting to hear the roar of the surf on the beach. There you go, looking back at my van, all the way over there. That's been 14 minutes so far. Ooh, actual hill! See all the life living on this branch. Oh, information board. Ooh, historic moa site. So it's where the early Māori ate the moas, seal, fish, penguins, bush birds, shellfish. Alright, let's have a look. Those noisy ducks are paradise ducks. Very, very noisy. So yeah, you can see the, I'm assuming this is what they're talking about with the different layers. You've got the shells, and maybe bones somewhere. I think they've removed the bones, would make sense. You can see over there as well, all the shells from, so this is basically a rubbish dump. Yeah. Ooh, looks like I'm coming out at the beach. There we go. You've got a rope to help us down. Oh wow. So that's the settlement of Papatowai. And there is a walk on the other side that I will do. But for now, I'm going to head this way. So this beautiful beach as far as I can see, and I'm the only person on it. All the bush up there, beautiful. So this is what the early settlers, the early Māori, and then the early Europeans would have seen before Europeans started clearing all the land for farmland. So this is gorgeous. Lovely day today. Hello. Just some animals on the beach. Heading down to the seawater for some reason. That is interesting. So it's low tide, so that was underwater and it's slowly drying out in the sun, but the patterns where it's drying out, there must be subsurface cracks, but yeah, pretty cool. Here's a couple of oyster catchers. Look at the eyes, bright red eyes. Mine are the only footprints. The clearest at the moment, hopefully it'll move. There we go. They make the cutest little squeak. Just love these fat panga trees, looking like a large lady with a hat. They are gorgeous. There. Back to the junction. I am going to leave old Possumer's track for later. I need to do a bit of research and see where it goes, so I'm not blindly wandering along. So heading back to the car now. It's quite a quick tide coming in here. And that blue sky is slowly disappearing. There you go. Ooh, bit of activity. A lot of weight baiters. Alright, Papatowai. That's a pretty cool mailbox. So this is a place with a whole lot of quirky things. So there's a whole lot of very weird things like that. And you see it's got a little passenger on the back too. You actually get some movement out of it. Its mouth opens and closes when you do the handle down below. Some more art made out of bicycles. And then a whale that actually moves. A lot of hard work to make it move. Thankfully someone's done all the hard work for me. It's the last gypsy. Oh, there's a massive ball up there as well. Wow. Pretty cool. So this little shack over here, I've got some pad thai coming. They have a cafe with coffee in there as well. Yeah, and inside that old caravan, that was pretty cool. Steps leading up. Here's one of keys and cars, ducks. Just all random, very eclectic. Beautiful old caravan, a whole lot of curios.
Wow.
A lot of clocks. A lot of our black sand beaches have got iron, so there's a magnet underneath. So it makes different patterns as you move the magnet underneath. Flying through Mexican pig. These are all operated through these buttons here. That's pretty cool. Interactive things. So here's one of them. Wow, that looks really good. That's my pad thai. Only $13 as well. Oh, wow, I am so full. That pad thai was huge and beautiful. And just sitting looking at this view while I'm eating it.